It is the 29th October 2018. This is Julfikar Hussain Chaudhary and I'm going to conduct your speaking test. In this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you something about yourself. Can you first tell me your full official name
My name is Abhik as stated in my passport.
and what name do you want me to call you?
You can call me Abhik.
Okay, Mr. Abhik, where are you from?
I'm from a small neighborhood in the coastal town of Chittagong, just south of Bangladesh. The neighborhood is Orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you like your neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, it's not far too great, but yeah, it is home, so yeah, I do like it.
Okay. What is the most irritating part of your neighborhood?
It's gotta be the sound pollution. For example, it is quite close to the main road, so a lot of sound from, say, large trucks, vans, often enter and disturb the community.
Okay. Mr. Abhik, let's talk about school days. Can you tell me something about your secondary school?
I studied here in Chittagong locally in one of the most renowned school, as a matter of fact, Chittagong Grammar School. Um, it was in this time when I had the most I had the most glorious day of my life, as you can say, yeah.
Okay. Which subject did you find most difficult at the school?
It has got to be maths, I believe, specifically not algebra. Yeah, algebra it is.
Okay. Why is that?
Um, ba- I find the integration and differentiation part very hard, and I never really had a thing for maths. I wasn't that interested in class.
Do you ever need that subject now?
I, yes, because maths is basically the mother of all subjects, um, and wherever I go, no matter if it's in accounting, law firms, or say I am a big business mogul, I will always need maths because it is the basic part of every subject there is.
Okay. What did you enjoy about being a school student?
I enjoyed the I I enjoyed my time as a school athlete mostly. I played a lot of soccer as a goalkeeper, but other than that, yeah, I enjoyed my time with my friends, my teachers, and yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Now let's talk about buildings. Are there any famous buildings in your hometown?
Um, Not that I know of, but there's a really good World War II memorial cemetery nearby, um, built by the Brits. Uh,
I'm talking about buildings.
I
Okay, in what type of buildings do most people in your hometown live?
It has got to be those large skyscrapers, and they mostly live in flats because of the people is to land ratio. There's a lot of people living in a small area of land, so to compensate for that, we need very high rise buildings at flats.
And what did you enjoy about being okay? And in should buildings be attractive to look at?
Yes, definitely, because as much as it functions as a place to live in, it also has a, I would say, a duty sort, as some sort, to make people feel
Okay,
good about the
what is
area.
the most unusual building you have ever seen?
It's gotta be the Burj Khalifa back in Dubai. It it was once the world's tallest building, but to me it looks like a architectural, I wouldn't say a masterpiece, but it looks like one of the works of Banksy, the artist. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to give you a card. On the card you'll find a topic and you'll also find some guiding questions. Based on that you have to prepare a talk for 1 minute. You have 1 minute time to take notes. Here's your topic: to describe an interesting story that you heard or read about in the news. You can start when you're ready. Okay.
Well, most recently, as a matter of fact, this morning I had learned about the death of the owner of the football club Leicester City. He was a great Thai businessman and was locally known for his charitable events and helping the poor kids back in Thailand as well as orphans in the United Kingdom. Well, it was quite shocking, yeah, but it was quite shocking, but uh, well, someone's got to die someday, so that's it.
Okay. Let's talk about reading newspapers. When do people like to read the newspaper?
I would say people would like to read the newspapers whenever they're free. It's usually during the afternoon or in the evening. Um, and people like to read lots of other stuff besides
How
news.
important is it for people to have the choice of newspaper?
Yeah, it is quite important, as a matter of fact, solely because different newspapers, as much as they contain the same facts, they do contain different views and opinions on the subject. So different newspapers gives us different perspective of subject. Yeah.
What does a good newspaper contain?
It sh- it contains um, an interesting event, something to look at. Um, then it then again the news should be stated as it were, not just some made up story. And it also must contain opinions of different editors and notable people, so that we the general population should get uh, the whole story about an event.
Okay, let's talk about the future of newspapers. Why do some people choose to read the news on the internet rather than in the newspaper?
Well, simply because it is more convenient, and besides the traditional newspapers, we can get much more information and much more topics to read, much more variety of topics to choose from. Other than that, the newspapers over the internet are more accessible to us at any given time.
How is internet news different from the news you read in the newspaper?
Internet news contains some of the most up to date information, as it were. Besides that, it also contains a comment section for people to give their opinions and and share their opinions about the event.
Okay, will internet news ever replace newspapers?
In the future, yes, I do believe it will replace, because eventually the newer generation are more of an internet focused, tech savvy generation, so they would prefer news delivered to them over the internet rather than the classical newspapers. And besides that, the internet also does provide the latest news often even.
Thank you very much. It was over.